morning. My name is Barb. I'm the author of the Diaries of Liberty the Pug. This is Liberty right here. Liberty is blind. She is my co-author. This is Pippa right here with her bestie Giraffe. And here we have Ebony. I'm going to start them all off with a little treat, and then we can begin our stories. There we go, Liberty. There we go, Pippa. All right. Today we're reading the Diaries of Liberty the Pug, and we're on Book 9, Discombobulated. Let me begin. Today we're reading about Nora the tortoise. We have a Nora in our backyard. Okay. Nora the tortoise has been hibernating, that means sleeping, for 7 months and is feeling very cold. Nora lives in our garden, and when she is awake during the summer, she spends her days roaming the garden, eating grass, clovers, flowers, and leaves. Nora loves to be out of her burrow and feel the warmth of the sun on her shell. The warmth helps Nora to wake up. Nora spends a lot of her time making repairs to her burrows where she lives, a large tunnel under the ground. Nora made her burrow herself, and this is Nora's home where she spends long winters, sleeping and hibernating. Tortoise have long, sharp, hard nails for digging in the ground to move the dirt and make the burrows. Nora can dig fast and make big mounds of dirt behind her when she's digging. Let me give the girls another little treat. They're being so good, aren't they? There we go, Ebony. Here we go. There we go, Libby. Good girl. Nora was very tiny. She was about that big and fit in my hand when we first got her. Nora was very tiny, about the size of a quarter. When she came to live with Mom and Dad for 2 years, Nora lived inside an aquarium. After 2 years, Nora was large enough to live in the garden. Tortoise preferred to be outside. Every year, Nora goes down into her burrow, and in the fall, when the weather is getting cold and wet, she goes to hibernate. She goes to sleep. While Nora is sleeping, she is growing, and when she wakes up, she uses her long nails to dig and make her burrow larger. Nora knows she will be eating and growing in the summer months, and her burrow will need to be ready for her when she hibernates again. They all know Nora. You can see them in the garden with Nora right there. Yes. Here we go, Pippa. There we go. Good girl, Pippa. Good girl, Liberty. Good girl, Ebony Rose. Whoops. Your pretties are getting in the way, aren't they? Nora eats and eats while she's awake. Mom buys lots of extra lettuce and vegetables and fruit for Nora in the summer. Nora likes some of the same food that I like, bananas and lettuce, and sometimes she's really lucky and gets some spaghetti. My favorite. When I was a puppy, I poked my head just inside Nora's shell to share her lettuce. Nora nipped me on the lip. I squealed and ran through my doggy door to tell Mom and Dad. I guess tortoises don't like to share their food. Dad built a nice fence so that Nora and her food and her burrow were separate from my grass area. No worries. I will never try to share Nora's food again. Nora has lived in our garden for 30 years. Dad told us that Nora might live to be 100 years old. Wow, can you imagine? My goodness. Mom let Nora visit with Ebony Rose and Pippa today, and Pippa tried to get a little too close. I heard Mom call out, "No, Pippa." Luckily for Pippa, She stepped away quickly, didn't you, Pippa? You didn't want a nip on the nose. My sister Ebony Rose and Pippa and I don't mind the nice fenced-in grass area just for us. Nora can wander on the other side of the new fence, and we can feel safe from Nora and the cactus. Thanks, Dad, for putting up the fence. Shh, Nora's going in hibernation today. I can smell the timothy hay. Dad had a big bag of timothy hay to cover Nora's doorway for the winter. Nora sleeps in her burrow for a long time and does not want to be disturbed. Dad makes sure she's safe and warm. When we have heavy rain, Dad has made a special house for Nora above ground, and it is filled with extra bags of sweet-smelling timothy hay to keep her cozy. Good night, Nora. What kind of pets would you like to have to come and live with you? Remember that when you choose a pet, remember this now, to live in your home, they are your responsibility to love them, feed them, take very good care of them. Remember, you are your pet's world. They trust you to be kind to them. Would you like to see that picture again? Let's have a check, shall we? There we go. Shall we show them Ebony Rose? You can see Ebony right there. There's Pippa. There's Nora right there. She just went to hibernate a week ago now, so we won't see her for a few months. If you want to see Nora and the videos of Nora and all the stories that I read each week, please go to www.thediariesoflibertythepug.com and you will meet Nora there. You can see her for sure. Okay, that's our story for this week. We'll see you next week. Say bye-bye, girls. Say bye-bye.